Hey guys, it's your boy Karki. Welcome back for another episode of Dynasty Warriors Origins. So last time you saw me finish up the Wu storyline, and now we're going to go into the Wei storyline. I do believe that if we do one of these here and we speak and give our answer to Cao Cao, we will then progress that his storyline. So let's go and do that.
So, you have come. Now,
I have.
tell us what you have decided. Will you serve Cao Cao and walk with us on the path to power?
I'll join you. There we go. You have joined Cao Cao's forces.
You will. Cao Cao will be pleased to hear that.
All right. Then we should deliver the news to our lord right away. But really, it pleases me greatly to have you join us. You won't regret it.
Having you under Cao Cao's command will lift some of the weight off my shoulders. I'm counting on you.
There we go. Let's see if it throws me into action now. No, it doesn't. Damn. But we can start now from Cao Cao's chapter 4. Haha. So that's how we did it. Last time I actually went all the way through doing a bunch of stuff. What's this here? Oh, the fierce god falters. Okay. But I went all the way through doing all the other stuff, but you can just do stuff like that now. So right, we can play from chapter 4 on Cao Cao's. Thank God for that. I messed up before.
Cao Cao rose above his many rival warlords to gain control over the imperial throne. He made great efforts to establish a new regime centered on Shu. In the face of this, Yuan Shao and the other powerful clans could not remain docile, and their ambitions were soon laid bare. Elsewhere, Sun Ce worked with Zhou Yu on a plan to gain independence from Yuan Shu. In their youthful eyes, possibilities seemed to stretch out all the way to the horizon. Although Liu Bei had now allied with the peerless warrior Louis Bu, he fell into doubt, unable to decide on the path he should take. With the entire land facing great uncertainty, its heroes also stood at a crossroads. Chapter 4. Sun Ce rises up in Jiangdong. Liu Bei faces a quandary in Chiapei. Cao Cao fights a decisive battle at Guandu.
Yep. Zhu County, Yingchuan. Is this where we got our armor stuff? What we've been wearing for the past like 30 episodes?
Allow me to welcome you again.
Here, here. You've already done so much to help us. I'm glad you decided to formally join our forces.
Agreed. I just wish we could find more people like you.
On the one hand, you are valuable to us simply for your excellent abilities as a warrior. Yet, your versatility is what makes you special. And so I will not give you any strict orders. You can do as you see fit.
Are you sure about that?
I wouldn't have gone out of my way to recruit you if I intended for you to serve me like any other officer. Each of my retainers has unique strengths. It is my job to decide how they may be best utilized. Use your gifts to soar through the battlefield like a Luan.
Okay. So what fight have we got first then? Is it going to be defeating... Is it going to be defeating Louis Bu? Maybe.
Dian Wei, don't you think you're working too hard? You'll collapse if you don't take a moment to rest once in a while.
Ha! Don't worry, Shu Chu. I can handle it. Neither of us came from renowned families. So we need to work hard just to prove ourselves. Right, Yuan Jin?
Yes. I was a mere record keeper before my promotion. Now I have to keep striving to live up to his lordship's high expectations.
And you're one to talk, Shu Chu. You've been working from dawn until dusk as well.
Well, I've lived in a village my whole life, but now we're trying to cultivate fields across the realm. There's a lot of work to do.
It seems we are all in agreement. I hear that your circumstances are similar to mine. I am new here, and know little of what has passed, I imagine Lord Cao Cao must have recruited you for your particular skills. I thought so. I saw you fight at Hulao Gate and was most impressed. His lordship has an amazing knack for finding talented men like yourself and giving them roles where they can shine. He is not swayed by reputation or accomplishments. He simply assesses each warrior's might and each strategist's shrewdness.
Yes. If he hadn't taken notice of me, I'd have remained in the infantry. I may never have had a chance to prove myself.
That's why we must work harder than ever. If we let up, we might end up disgracing our lord.
Right. It's going to take a lot of sweat and toil to get to where we want to go. But we owe it to him to throw ourselves into it.
Yep. I love he's got a love heart on the back of Zushu. That's mint. Okay, we've got none of them, we've got no letters. Let's just go. What's next?
Now, let's discuss what to do about Louis Bu.
There we
He
go.
has fled from Puyang, and now seeks shelter under Liu Bei, who in terms of military strength alone, is no real threat to us.
But what's concerning is the growing number of elite warriors who have gathered to serve him out of admiration for his character. While we could have easily dealt with each of them individually, now so many of them are allied to...
I am of the same opinion. Especially noteworthy are Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, Liu Bei's two fiercest officers.
Then,
It is Liu Bei himself that binds them all together. He is widely respected as a benevolent man. Most would be honored to serve him. But as we know, Louis Bu is ambitious. Perhaps too ambitious to remain in anyone's service for long.
Then, we ought to have Liu Bei sent to eliminate Yuan Shu by imperial decree. If we can force Louis Bu and Liu Bei into a conflict,
would you elaborate?
We shall take advantage of Liu Bei's virtuous nature. From what I understand, he is not the type to turn down people's requests. If he receives orders from the Emperor, and once he leads his forces away, Xiaopei will no longer be adequately defended. Chen Gong would not miss the opportunity to capture it.
Yuan Shu and Liu Bei are among our biggest threats. If they destroy each other... Lord Shun Yu, you're being surprisingly ruthless.
His lordship has set his sights on conquering the entire realm. If I am to assist him in that goal, I too must be willing to make hard choices.
Lord Shunyu, that is...
I admit I have my own thoughts on the matter. But I will recommend to Lord Cao Cao that an imperial decree be issued.
I see. Liu Bei would certainly become a threat with Louis Bu in his ranks. I will propose to the Emperor that Yuan Shu be hunted down.
Thank you, my lord.
The situation is concerning. Even supposing that we manage to take care of Louis Bu and Liu Bei, Yuan Shao battles with Gong Sun San in Yo to the north, and tensions are rising in Jing to the south.
Yuan Shao is the one we should be most wary of. Gong Sun Zan is doing well defending against him, but Yuan Shao now controls most of Hebei, so it is only a matter of time. Yuan Shao will win eventually.
And when he does, his forces will be further bolstered by citizens from Yo province and the remnants of Gong Sun Zan's army. After that, he will set his sights on us. Or to be more precise, on the Emperor in the capital.
Yeah.
So what do we do? Ally with Gong Sun San and take him on? It'll take a significant amount of our manpower to overturn Gong Sun San's unfavorable odds.
Agreed. And if he were to win, we would end up as enemies before long. I think we should hold back and look for a way to weaken both parties.
Dian Wei, what do you think?
Me? I have nothing to contribute to a discussion on strategy.
If we never bring in new voices to our discussions, our strategies will become predictable. It can be useful to hear candid opinions from someone like you sometimes.
If you put it that way. Well, in my opinion, the most important thing in any war is to protect whatever you value the most. I would advise that we stay put and protect the Emperor and the capital. And while Yuan Shao and Gong Sun San are fighting, we can build up our strength.
A sound strategy, as I'd expect from you, Lord Yanwei. I think that may just be the best course of action. At the same time, we need to ensure that we're not dragged into the conflict, for one reason or another.
We ought to eliminate the possibility of Yuan Shao finding some excuse to attack us. One way might be to cede him the rank of Grand General, which His Majesty bestowed on Lord Cao Cao just recently.
That wouldn't be right, surely. Yuan Shao is not worthy of it for one, and it was the Emperor's decision.
An interesting stratagem. His pride will not allow him to attack someone he is indebted to. The rank of Grand General is a mere formality. I have no qualms about giving it up.
Well then, it seems we have decided on our strategy with respect to Louis Bu, Yuan Shu, Liu Bei, Yuan Shao, and Gongsun Zan.
That leaves one other major matter. What to do about Jing Province.
Leave it be.
Zhongji, who took the city of Nanyang and Jing, has fallen. Now his successor, Zhang Xiu, is in rivalry with Liu Biao.
Liu Biao's forces far outnumber those of Shang Xiu, stationed in Wan Castle. I believe we should take Nanyang, an ally with Liu Biao.
Then let us try that. We will face Zhang Xiu next.
Okay. So we've got a fight against Shangzhou. Oh, hello.
More customers always show up whenever Lord Guojia does.
Got two over here. Who's this? Oh, Zhu Hong. Let's go speak to him really quickly. We'll skip through it. We'll just want the stuff that we get from it. I know what I mean.
Oh.
The trainings. That's it.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a life.
What do?
There we go.
Finally found myself a job. I couldn't be happier about it.
I just want to see someone up here as well. Jeez, guys, there's so many. There's so many up here to do.
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say it's an. If I, even with such an eminent family.
Is he going to ask me to do a fight for him? Oh, in search of methods of the Seamer. Okay. Okay. That'll do though. We'll go do this fight over here, hopefully, first, before we do anything else.
What a shame. Zhang Shu's forces have surrendered. You'll have to wait a while longer to show off your new garb on the battlefield. The difference in our forces is too great. Zhang Shu must have realized that they could never win. On the other hand, one must admire their quick judgment. They would have been a difficult adversary if we had ended up in battle. Right now, Zhang Shu should be on his way to see Cao. We will receive more instructions.
Okay. This is one where Diane Wade dies, I think. Spoiler alert.
Thank you again, Lord Cao Cao.
There is no need to thank me. In fact, I should be thanking you for your wisdom.
That is gracious of you to say.
While we have the chance, we wish to make a proposal. In honor of this agreement, what say we celebrate with a feast? At our expense? Of course, it won't be as sophisticated as perhaps you're used to. Nevertheless, we wish to show you our goodwill.
Well, we could use some merriment. Will you also allow us officers to attend?
Regretfully, I do not think we could manage a gathering as large as that. The banquet will have to be for a select few only. Otherwise, Wan Castle's provisions would quickly run out. Besides, we don't want a repeat of the incident at Hongmen. We simply wish for Lord Cao Cao to enjoy our finest wine.
That is enough, Jiashu. But let me be upfront about the circumstances. Of course, not much time has passed since we were enemies. We will therefore send all our soldiers away from the castle to ensure the banquet passes without incident.
Guo Jia, I will accept their hospitality. There is much to discuss, and this would be a good opportunity for that.
But we cannot allow you to go alone, Lord Cao Cao. Take Lord Dian Wei and the others as an escort.
Very well, I will. The rest of you will need to remain out.
Okay then. That night.
There you are. Forget what I said earlier. You're about to fight your first battle as an officer of Cao Cao.
Who will we
Zhang
fighting?
Xu's surrender was a ruse. He sent all of his forces at Wan Castle to attack. We don't know if Cao Cao is safe, but he should still be in the capital. Although Dian Wei's group is guarding him, he was still reckless.
He must have thought that this was the only way to find out what Zhang Xu was up to.
What he's up to?
He may already have made peace with Liu Biao, and maybe Yuan Shu, and Liu Bei too. By heading deep into the enemy's territory, Lord Cao Cao would be able to quickly find out the truth of the matter for himself.
It'll be in vain if he pays for the knowledge with his life. I suppose he didn't expect Zhang Xu to be so bold.
Only he would know. Either way, this will not be a straightforward battle. Zhang Xu's forces may have further tricks up their sleeves. We'll need to remain on guard.
Okay. Let's go. Escape from Wan Castle. I'll have Gu Jaya with me. Right, let's go.
With me here.
Until Lord Cao Cao has escaped, I will not fall even as life leaves my body. Dian Wei shall show what a true warrior is made of.
I will live and make good on my escape. Dian Wei. I shall not be in vain. This I swear.
A lot of these fights might be shorter now because my level's so high still.
Emergency. We are to meet at the Eastern Gate. Lord Cao Cao and Lord Dian Wei are also aware of this. While our forces subdue the enemy, we shall move to offer aid. That way, we can move swiftly and adapt to any scenario.
Has been defeated. Time to advance.
Situation.
The enemy officer
our way through
has
these
been
mountains.
defeated. Take this.
I will draw the enemy's attention. Find an unguarded one and escape through there.
How long? Thank you.
Let's go.
The plan went off without a hitch. Now may we gnash at Cao Cao's unguarded throats.
Oh.
Damn it. This rain of arrows prevents both progress and retreat.
Sneak up there then. Right. I'll go down in a second. Just kill this guy.
Eastern battlefield is shifting. It seems that Lord Cao Cao is safe.
The enemy officer
Now,
has been defeated.
let us do what we can. Observe the situation and quash any threats to Lord Cao Cao.
Time to advance.
There we go. All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Right, let's just get this base under our control.
This territory is ours.
inside the castle.
Let's go.
He's fighting to keep me alive. As such, I must survive.
Someone's coming down from over here.
Good. That's one threat off the table. Let us hurry after Lord Cao Cao and continue providing backup.
This amount of resistance was to be expected. Now then, it is about time for the next step.
We are the army of Liu Biao, governor of Jing. We have come to fell the villainous Cao Cao. End this here.
One man do all this. Has got a demon.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I use my strength to enforce my lord's will. I will not fail. Not ever.
Zhang Xi and Liu Biao have joined forces,
The enemy
as
officer
we suspected.
has been defeated.
This will not end so easily.
The enemy's movements indicate that Cao Cao must be fleeing west. We shall follow in his tracks.
I hope this surprises you.
The enemy officer has
We
been
must take
defeated.
down the foes to the rear and save Cao Cao. This will be more difficult than I'd wagered.
Cao Cao's cohorts and guards are formidable. Be that as it may, this is still within expectations. It's about time for the next step.
An opening.
Lord Jiangsu bade us to take over the enemy bases. Let us go. We'll show them the might of Liu
The enemy
Biao's
officer
forces.
has been defeated.
We need reinforcements. They're heading to our base.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
If they gain a foothold, we must stop them.
Time to advance.
Too slow. Too slow.
So this is the end for me.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Blast. The enemy's trick after nasty trick upon us.
Given the situation, Lord Cao Cao should be able to head westward, capture the northwest stronghold, and raise ladders on the ramparts.
Time to advance. We have the upper hand. Keep up the pace. Take that.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
What the hell's going on? Failed to bring down one man with these numbers.
Lack my resolve. That's why.
I want nothing more than to see Lord Cao Cao's glorious kingdom. I'll give everything I have to make that happen. With all my might.
Let's go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The ladders are ready? Is ours. Let us open up a path for Lord Cao Cao.
Let's go.
Okay, Zushu's just battered him there. Cao Cao's up there. Okay. I'm guessing there'll be like a hypothetical route where you save Diane Wei here as well. And another one for Guru Jaya later on, because I think he dies quite a bit later on.
That was an
The enemy
impressive
officer
effort.
has been
I
defeated.
enjoy just watching you out there.
Take this.
Perhaps we can escape the castle from here.
Yes, you can, Sao Sao. Come down, come down.
Looking rough.
Cao Cao, please hear. There's no future for us. After him. Do not let him escape. Begin advancing. Take this.
I cannot stay with you to the end.
We've rendezvoused with Cao Cao. We will now head south to put some distance between us and this battle.
Time to end this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Scatter Cao Cao's dogs for the sake of Lord Liu Biao!
Let's the advance.
More reinforcements. The enemy is insightful indeed. Still, I would say it's our turn to strike back.
So you would stoop this low, Cao Cao? You're more stubborn than I figured.
Oh, nice. 1,000 kills. Get in.
The enemy officer this way has been defeated. I won't be able to show my face to Lord Liu Biao.
This guy's got loads of reinforcements.
Liu Biao's reinforcements are quite sizable. Taking them down will deal a solid blow to him. Lord Cao Cao has sacrificed much for this outcome.
You're unharmed, right?
Indeed.
If you can walk that far, I suppose you're fine.
The enemy officer has been
Countering
defeated.
me is the worst thing that could have happened to you.
We've got him now! All units, attack! How much of a monster he is! These surely!
Shall not lament or stop moving forward.
Does that mean I saved Iron Widow? That's the question.
That is the path to domination.
Or do I have to go back for him? I wonder if you actually have to go and unlock the gate and everything so he survives. Oh, here we go.
Go on ahead, my lord. And don't look back, no matter what.
Very well. I'm counting on you. Dian Wei.
Holy shit. He's got one by the head, one by the leg. Poor Dian Wei, man. That is such a shame because Dian Wei was such a cool officer.
Dian Wei. knew this might happen, but it is devastating all the same.
For not only Dian Wei, but even the young lord and his men to have perished, our losses this time have been severe.
But we have subjugated Jiangsu and gained a foothold in Jing province. Though the price we have paid is great, what we have gained is equally significant.
Cao Cao, Dian Wei was a warrior like no other, and your own son. Both of them have given their lives for you.
What of it? Do you remember what I said when my father died? We cannot allow anger or grief to get in the way of our progress. That is our conviction.
My lord.
To conquer a world in chaos, one must sacrifice lives as well as take them. If we dwell on each loss, we would slow to a standstill. We must focus on our vision for the future of the realm. Not even my own life is too precious to be lost in pursuit of our goal. That is how we repay the loss of life.
All that's left is to decide their fate. What do you think, Cao Cao?
Not executing them would be sure to anger those who served Dian Wei and your son.
Shichu, what do you think?
Huh? Me? Well, there's no way I'd forgive Dian Wei's killers. Then again, he had great respect for how you never let emotions cloud your judgment. I fought against you in Yu province and killed many of your troops. But still, you said that you needed my skills and let me live.
These men killed my most trusted retainer and drove me to the brink of defeat and death. There is no doubting their abilities. I will allow them to serve my cause.
So, you will show us mercy?
Mercy to you? No. I simply think it would be a waste not to utilize your talents. You must continue to be of use to me. Otherwise, I will dispose of you. That is all.
I'll just dispose of you if you become useless. Fair play, Cao Cao. Fair play, mate. Having some great loss at Wan Castle, return to the city of Zhu.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
Right now, guys, we're going to end this episode here. And in the next episode, we are going to find out what's next for us. I can't remember what's next after this. I think it might be the Battle of Xia P against Lu Bu and Liu Bei. I could be wrong. But we'll find out in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, leave a like. Peace out. Bye.